I don't know if you guys had it going this particular way, because basketball can be pretty predictable this time of year, but now it's all of a sudden not, because 6-4 or 6-5, like that's not usually how all of that happens. Last year, Dallas is there when OKC was better all year. But you have the storyline that is the following, Stugotz, and I can't believe I'm saying any of this. You're either going to have a champion who's winning the championship for the first time as the league evolves past Steph and LeBron, or it'll be the Knicks. And those are good choices if you're trying to resell the league as like, oh, Tatum is out, but Anthony Edwards, would you like to be the guy? And also, how are we going to make it interesting if defense is what wins the championship? Because OKC, watching what they just did to the MVP was like watching a pack of dogs chase down an elephant. Like just how young people will ravenously eat even the MVP. One shot in the second half, want to go be with horse?
That's a terrible job by Jokic, is it not?
I mean, come
you
on.
can't get
Stugotz.
9 shots
Stugotz.
off in a
He's
Game
Stugotz.
7 best offensive
Stugotz.
player ever.
Stugotz.
Get out of here.
Okay, he's tired. And 4 years of this.
So was Jordan. He had the
Okay.
flu.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay. It took a couple of years off as well. Took a couple of years off.
he had the flu.
Yeah, but he won a bunch of them and then came back with the flu. Yes, but again,
Play baseball.
Jokic, wonderful. This is how, man. I don't think people totally understand how competitive these human beings are. Like, you're fighting the world for money. No one saw Jokic coming. Stugotz says he's a bum, get more than 9 shots. Or he just got eaten up by youth because that team plays defense better than anyone in the sport and also can score. And you just saw him get tired. Like, he was done. In the second half, he was done because Durant quit Golden State. LeBron went to Cleveland. Like, after 4 years, it's hard. It's hell. The Celtics have been at this for 4 years, and Tatum just blew a wheel. Like, it's hard to keep this pace for 4 years because of how competitive the people are. But now you've got New York, and this is the part that's the great storyline. Are you kidding me? Lovable underdog, and it's going to be the Pacers who are hated? Because they're going to get in the way of the story? Because you can't dispute, you can't say that the Knicks aren't a lovable story, and this, Stugotz, is the best feeling you've had in 25 years, and now bandwagon Witty is joining because he's not even a Floridian anymore.
Let's be clear. The NBA needs the Knicks in the NBA Finals. A Pacer-Thunder final would be an absolute disaster for the NBA. So good luck to the Pacers with that. Here is my thoughts on the Knicks. It's amazing because, you know, they had a good team last year. New York fell in love with that team. Dante DiVincenzo, guys like Hartenstein, and now he's in Oklahoma City. And DiVincenzo, I have no idea where that guy is.
Where do you think he is, Stu? Where do you think he is?
Milwaukee, maybe?
No.
I mean,
they would love him in Milwaukee.
where is he? I have no idea.
You know where he is. Come on,
he's on the
Stugotz.
other side of the
Think about
bracket.
the guy you traded for.
He's still playing.
So here is, like, what an
He's with Julius Randle, by the
amazing
way.
job for Leon Rose to say, you know what? I know New York fell in love with this team, but this team is not good enough. We are not good enough. And he goes out and makes a couple of big-time trades, makes a big-time signing, gets rid of the guys that New York fell in love with, and he was right. And they are better. And now they're taking on the Pacers. And I am telling, this is a message to Reggie Miller. Stay out of the series.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You might not know where the foreigner is playing, DiVincenzo.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's
from Ohio,
he's from Delaware or somewhere, but I called him the foreigner because I thought he was Italian.
Right.
You may not know where he is playing right now, but if you're going to call out Reggie Miller, look at a camera and do it from the old sparks of. Look, last week, can you get me the sound? Stugotz wasn't here, but we've created a couple of new call letters here to celebrate New York. He celebrated this with us last year when we did this. When we did WFAT. And now Boston is gone. We haven't enjoyed that nearly enough today. Boston is gone, but last week we created these call letters.
WDEI.
Like that.
Tony, your speed is still off on that.
I have to wait for the actual thing to happen.
Let's try
I
it
can't do it
again.
too
Let's do
early.
WDEI again to celebrate Boston radio real quick.
WDEI.
But if you're going to talk to Reggie Miller, look at that camera and give
Was
him
that from Batman and Robin?
It sounds like it, right? It's public domain. Yes, that's what it's. It's not the highest end of entertainment.
WDEI.
Our focus was on the accent. Maybe we could have focused more on imaging.
I'm pretty entertained.
Well, that's the standard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think whoever made that sounder is probably really smart and handsome.
Okay. Just hold on a second. Just.
Major penalty, 5 minutes, swooning comedy.
Whittingham, the Knicks are lovable. They are.
Four guys on the ice now.
It hurts. It hurts me. It hurts me to say it, but I have.
You like them, huh?
I mean, it's hard not to, right? Like, I mean, they've got the smallest player on the court, and man, it.
But he's got the biggest balls.
Thank you.
I don't know. Halliburton's got some big balls too.
Oh,
okay, a ball off.
Huge balls off.
Okay, we're gonna do a huge balls off. Jalen Brunson's the smallest player on the court, and New York gets to feel like an underdog. And it's all crazy. It's all upside down. New York never gets to feel like an underdog. And as I was saying last week, nothing matters in that city like this sport. Like when you say MSG and playing in the heart of the city, not even the Rangers do what the Knicks do.
Everyone says that, and I still have a hard time. Like it's bigger than the Yankees.
No, Zaz,
bigger than the Yankees.
Zaz, it is this simple. In New York, with every other sport, you have a choice. With baseball, Yankees, Mets. With hockey, Islanders, Rangers. With football, you have the Jets and the Giants. We have one basketball team.
What?
That's it. It's
They have the Nets. They have the Nets.
That team played in New Jersey, and no one cares about the Brooklyn Nets. Nobody. Woody lives in New York. He's a Knicks fan. He'll tell you. Nobody cares about the Nets. Nobody.
No,
so this is
you're
the one
100%
team we
right.
all get behind. That's it.
And there is that level of caring and that level of, like, we've suffered for this. We have gone through 25 years of having awful, awful basketball teams, awful executives, awful players. And I was on a flight during Game 6. Every single person, to a man, had on the JetBlue screens the Knicks game on. And there was applause when big threes were made. Yep. There was an applause when the clocks hit 000. That
happens on all flights. I've been on flights coming back to Florida.
I guarantee you, if there was a JetBlue flight from wherever to Fort Lauderdale last night, there were not people that were watching the Panthers game and applauding when goals went in.
I've been on flights watching Panthers games
I'm not
with other
having
people.
that. I'm not having that. The Knicks have a level.
You're pining about your New York Knicks. What do you mean you're not having that? This is a vomit, the words coming out of your mouth. We, my, New York Knicks, us. Get out of here, New York Knicks. What are you talking about?
I was on the flight. I was there with the fans. I was there in New York City on a day after the Knicks won a big playoff game, and you feel it's something completely different. It's all anyone talks about in my work office, on the trains. The New York Knicks are completely dominating this city, and there's a real feeling they can go on and win this thing.
Isn't it?
And I think that is the biggest feeling change.
They cannot beat OKC. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind?
Can OKC beat Minnesota?
Okay, but Dan, would you have said before the series? I mean, the Knicks were plus 500 underdogs going into the series against Boston and pretty soundly dominated them before Tatum got injured. They were about to go 3-1 up before Tatum got injured.
They were down for like 90% of the minutes. That's not dominating at all.
Down 20 in game 1 and 2.
Dominating.
They were 3-1. They were about to go 3-1 up.
Boston was up 20 points in 2 of the games.
But they lost the game.
That's not dominating.
That's not dominating.
Well, the second half they dominated.
You're up 3-1 in this series. You're feeling good.
Scoreboard Whitty. She's changed.
Whitty.
He's right.
All right, Whitty, get out of here.
Boston's gone. New York's still playing.
Is anybody else worried for New York? The fact that there are 2 bigger celebrations that they could have than what they did when they won that last series.
Not 2, 8. They still have, in theory, 8 more games to win.
The fact that the streets were flooded like that. The one guy sitting up on that screen, is that guy okay? Yeah, did you see that guy?
All right, I need Whitty to get out of here now. Okay, he is.
Get out of here, Whitty.
He has been insufferable. Zaslow, you didn't go after him strongly enough. He's offensive. Yes, Zaslow is disgusted. Zaslow, you came up with Whittingham. You're a South Floridian at your core. Look at Whittingham. Look at smug.
I don't even want to look at him. It's a vomit.
Yeah, I mean he's offensive.
How could you not feel good for these guys, man? They don't care.
Like, how do I not feel good about them? Because they're the team that tormented me throughout my teenage years. Why do I have to feel good about the New York Knicks?
That is the difference between Zaslow and I. He's that tiny bit older than me where I actually kind of as a Heat fan, felt a bit of pity for them because I never experienced, I was 7 when the Allen Houston shot went in. So I actually, for the most part, I have no antipathy towards the Knicks because they've never done anything to me.
I was 18 and it was one of the worst nights of my life. And I'm supposed to sit here and hear you talk about we, us, what we're going to do when you grew up here and you were a Heat fan.
Get out of here.
You make me sick.
You have no sense of history. None. You have no sense of history. You have no sense of grace. You have no sense of decorum or decency.